Welcome to the very first Andy Stephen Hoops podcast. The goal is to have some great conversations surrounding the ecosystem of basketball. Welcome.
Why are we all wearing grey? You all wearing blue or what?
I need to work on the timing of the intro, but I think that went well. How good. We've been talking about doing this forever. So thanks for jumping on. Uncommon Baller, Sam, you've got your own Instagram where you share some great content. I've been following for, I think Skip and myself are your target market. Old guys just trying to keep it going for a few more years. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so that's the exact goal. I haven't quite defined the niche yet, to be completely honest. But at the moment, the kind of focus is for older players because we've got so much more complications, man. Like, I don't know about you guys, but when I was 20 years old, I could roll out of bed without any sleep and ball out for 2 hours without stretching and be fine. If I even think of that now, bro, I'm out for 3 days. So the conversation's changed for me, and I'm sure it's the same for you guys.
My limitations are physical. Corey's are mental. So I think I probably need to cover both angles.
I think that's psychological. So we've all got them covered.
That's so good. Look, let's chat about the Olympics. It's been the only meaningful basketball, at least high level meaningful stuff. Obviously, we've had like the big three. WNBA is back on board now after the Olympics as well, and that's been good to catch up on that. But my thing is probably got about 6 different topics that we can run through in regards to the Olympics. For me, it really was the first time international basketball was like must-see TV. Tokyo was good, Beijing was good, but this one, it was like we had the Avengers. You wanted to, I was setting my alarm, getting up early to watch every game. And what made it better, playoffs for me were good. The Western Conference was good. The East was a bit of a dud. All-Star game was dud. The finals was a dud. So it was just so good to see meaningful basketball again. Like, what are you guys' thoughts of it?
I agree with your rundown of the NBA. With regards to the Olympics being the first time must watch, I'm not sure because I was only 7, but I'm pretty sure the Dream Team, the original Dream Team, were probably the only other must-watch international tournament. But I don't think most people were watching for the tournament. I think they were just watching for the Dream Team and that's it. Whereas this had a lot more intrigue in it. Now, I found it quite interesting. I followed these Olympics a lot closer than previous Olympics for that reason.
Yeah, I agree. I thought the games leading up to the Olympics were awesome to watch for the Boomers, and then the 4 or 5 games I did watch in the Olympics, it was great seeing some of the other teams like Serbia, France. I thought Canada would do better, but yeah, it was really entertaining, and I've been watching the Big Three as well, which has been awesome. That just finished on Monday, but yeah, the Olympics was great.
Yeah, I like Germany as well, but like it's worth just touching on the Aussie team a little bit. There's no escaping. It was disappointing.
Yeah.
From the very start, there was all the issues around like team selection and things like that. Like, what do you guys think about Joe Ingles' selection and then just not even playing?
Well, I thought he shouldn't have been on the team. I thought Patty Mills was the vet, and Dellavedova was the vet, but I didn't see a role for Joe. I thought Thibault should have been on this team for defense. I'm glad Jack McVeigh made it. I thought he really deserved it after the Tassie Championship run, but Duop Reith hardly played. It just baffled me. Like, the rotations were weird. It was great seeing Dyson Daniels come up. He's the future, Dante Exum. But yeah, overall, it was underwhelming. Like, I thought they could have done better.
I think the rotations, like they were searching. You know, it was like every 5 minutes, new person in, and you're like, just stick with something and try and get something going.
Some rhythm, yeah. It felt like there was no rhythm.
Did you catch the Aussie game, Sam?
Yeah, I did. I've watched a few Aussie tours over the years, not all of them, but like World Cups, all that sort of stuff. And the interesting thing with this one is that even though we advanced, this was kind of the first Aussie moment in a while where we did okay, but there was no moment of like proudness.
Yeah.
I felt like what was missing. I felt like in every previous run, whether we finished lower or high, it didn't matter. We had some sort of a moment where we were like, yeah, fuck yeah, that was worth watching. I don't feel like this one had anything. If anything, the build was more impressive than what we did at the Olympics. So I was a little bit disappointing from that perspective. But yeah, we'll see how they do moving forward.
I was going to say quickly, the weight on Paddy Mills' shoulders was too much. Like,
oh, it's ridiculous.
There were moments where
His age.
the Boomers were just waiting for Paddy to do something. It's like, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, not at this age.
Yeah, I think like in 4 years, it's going to be Josh Giddey's team undoubtedly. If he gets the ball in his hands in Chicago in 4 years' time, I think the biggest growth is going to come from Landale, though. Really,
it was good.
The style of this new era of Aussie Boomers is going to have to be the two-man game with those two. Think kind of like maybe what Luka plays like with Dallas, where he's got the big and the short roll and they're kicking it out to shooters once they dump it off the double. That's Langdale's biggest next step in his game, is being able to catch that off the short roll and play make out of that double team, which is going to come for Giddey eventually. So I don't think you can have Luka style and Steph Curry split action style on the same team. And that's what they were trying to do. So
it doesn't work. It's two different styles of play. I mean, unless you're good enough or deep enough to have two different teams that can run that way, but we don't. So it just ended up being confusing.
Yeah. It looked like Giddey's shot has improved though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, he was taking like step backs.
Yeah. No, he looks confident.
Yeah, that was cool to see. Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to seeing what he does in Chicago with the ball more in his hand. I think kind of like we were all once upon a time excited about Ben Simmons getting the ball in his hands finally. Obviously, that didn't pan out, but I think this has a better chance of doing so. Just one summer, and it's not even been a full summer, but we can already see how much his shot has improved from the NBA. Yeah. That shows a great work ethic, right? So it's going to be exciting moving forward, man. See what happens with him.
So going on to like USA team, I think the biggest thing, aside from them winning the gold, the biggest narrative that sort of came out of it was Jason Tatum not playing. What were your thoughts on that decision by Steve Kerr?
We can see the team that I'm aligned with. So I could care less whether Tatum plays. I hope he sits for 3 months and comes back completely out of shape next year. Tatum can hang out with Joker for a little while.
I've got some images that I can share. That was the wrong one.
Was that Andy a couple of years ago? Was that you?
That was me during COVID. But so have a look at this. So Steve Kerr's excuse for not playing Jason Tatum, benching as a result of a math problem. This is actually what he said.
Yeah,
that was after the Serbia semi-final, I'm pretty sure. And then after the first benching, he's like, "I feel like an idiot for not playing." And this is on Instagram, and someone wrote underneath, "Steve, you are an idiot."
He's
But I mean,
I feel like he fumbled his way through that. There was no set rotation. I kind of feel like he was doing everything he could to please LeBron. It felt like the LeBron tour more than the Olympics. You know, LeBron had a great tournament, but for me, Jason Tatum should have been the starting small forward every game.
Well, if you look at Tokyo, right? 20 minutes a game, 15 points a game, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 44% shooting from 3. So pretty much the ultimate role guy for that team.
Yeah.
3 straight first team All NBAs since then. This year's playoff stats: 25 points, 9 9.7 rebounds, 6 assists in 19 games. Won his first NBA championship.
Yeah,
And he's the guy that you're just.
he got benched.
That's the bench, you know.
He was
Like
one vote away from fucking NBA Finals as well, MVP. That's.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm happy with Brown, but Tatum was that close.
but Jalen Brown should have been on the squad as well. Yeah,
were you guys like happy that LeBron won it? Because there was a bit of like that Brian Vinhorst had said the decision was made before the semifinal and final, and if it had been made after the gold medal game, it would have been Steph. What do you guys think about that?
well, I thought I didn't think LeBron was the best player in the tournament, but he certainly helped get them to the gold medal game. I thought Curry was the MVP for the last 2 games. Statistically, Joker was phenomenal. But USA were going to win no matter if LeBron was on the squad or not. But I don't know. Just for me, it was Joker. Serbia don't get to the bronze game without Joker. And they were 2 buckets away from the gold medal game.
Without this guy.
The GOAT.
This is the greatest player. This is the best player in the NBA.
Yeah, that's insane. I need to start drinking.
What about you, Sammy? What do you think?
Funny enough, I actually agree. I do think LeBron was the MVP of the tournament. If you look like the consistency and totality of the entire 5 games or whatever it was, 6 games, I think he was, because you don't really give an MVP to someone who, finished 4th, 3rd, whatever, 3rd.
Yeah.
But with that being said, Joker was the MVP of the tournament. He was the man. Like, he led every single statistical category. So it's kind of hard to argue, because I agree with Corey. I don't even know if they make the Olympics if Joker's not playing, let alone advancing in 3rd place. So yeah, that's who actually has my vote, honestly. But I'm stoked. LeBron got it. You usually add to the GOAT legacy.
He looked way happier winning a bronze medal than he did winning an NBA championship.
Yeah.
Did you see the the video of them on the bus? And then when they got back to Serbia, there would have been like 500,000 people like
probably
welcoming them back. It was crazy. And I saw this headline when I was looking for some images. I was trying to find that picture, and there was just this headline that says Nikola Jokic refuses to stop partying. He's just going to be loving it.
Was that Serbia's first medal in basketball?
Oh, that's a good question.
I need to look that up.
I mean, they partied hard. I mean, that must have been a huge achievement for them.
Yeah, they've done things in the World Cup, but I'm not sure about the Olympics. I didn't even look it up. That'd be interesting to know.
They're going to be an awesome squad moving forward.
We'll jump into like what the 2028 US team might have a look like. I've got a little player list. But was there any like non-NBA standouts you guys saw? I mean, I'll share one, which is a pretty popular one, but and Corey will absolutely love this image, but it's
that got him a $3.3 million deal.
Yeah, pretty much, right? So he signed with Philly for 1 year, $3.5 million.
Around that, yeah.
So
he's played in the NBA before.
He has, yeah. He got drafted by Boston. Is that right? I haven't actually looked this up.
Yeah,
but I always remember him being really out of shape, right? But he's turned his career around for sure. He was a key guy, and you can tell he's an NBA level player for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Everything changed when they put him on.
Yeah.
That's when the tournament started turning around. They're looking really average. Japan almost beat them.
It's interesting. Like, it used to be if you were an NBA player, not playing for US, you were the starter. You were the star of your country. But you look at Rudy Gobert as an example, is pretty much unplayable with Wemby as that small ball 3, 4, 5. So world basketball is now getting to the point where top NBA guys might not even be guaranteed a spot on their respective country squad. It's crazy. What did you guys think of this guy?
I loved him.
Did you
He was
see this
awesome. First game I
Alexei?
watched him, I thought he was on coke.
Yeah, he's nuts. He's nuts. Like he's a serial pest, but he's a guy every coach would love.
Dude, the first thing I said,
Yeah,
I sent my group chat I've got with all my Serbians, and I said the Denver Nuggets need to sign this guy. Nikola needs to go batting for him.
Yeah.
The problem
Well,
is,
like
he's not get any minutes if he does.
he's
Come
well.
on, Corey.
Speaking of that, I did want to get some of your immediate reactions, Sam, because I know you love him so much. I did have this prepared in advance for you.
See you, Sam.
I'm done for tonight.
But
Look, it's a low risk, high reward. I mean,
Agree.
what's the worst that can happen? He's going to play 15 minutes off the bench, lead the second unit. It gives Jamal Murray a break. Man, I think it's a great move.
yeah, look, if I'm Denver Nuggets, I'm going all out to get Bogdanovic.
Agree.
Like Atlanta and rebuild. I think we've not put enough value on the international team connection that these guys have had.
Yeah.
Bogdanovic is only 32. Jokic is 28 or something like that.
Yeah.
That's a good solid run, and he would be perfect in that offense as well.
Yeah.
Like a real upgrade from what KCP was,
Mhm.
and just a little bit of insurance for Jamal Murray, who played terrible at the Olympics.
Yeah,
He's always
he looked
injured.
out of shape.
Always
He was
injured.
so bad.
That was the first time I ever seen those two together, as in Boyan and Joker, where I actually thought, why is this not happening in the NBA? That was the first time. I've seen them before, never thought it. But this time I was like, man, Denver needs to figure out how to get him somehow. But yeah, absolutely. The Westbrook move was a good move. I don't like it. I'm not going to watch him. But it was a good move because it's very low risk, like Corey said. And if he comes ready to play, and he always does,
Man, he's ready.
He's in good shape, and he wants to fight, which I think he does. He can definitely bring some energy that they lacked when Bruce Brown left. So it makes total sense why they did it.
Because their bench, Nuggets bench is pretty weak.
Yeah.
It is
Lots of
now.
young guys.
Well, I mean, after last year,
year,
the playoff run, you could just see it was too much for Jamal.
Yeah, that is an interesting one. I never thought of that, Sam. They missed Bruce Brown last year, and Westbrook is kind of like an upgrade on that role that he played. Like he can play like almost like a post-up dunker spot type. Like slip screen guy and play off ball. Yeah.
I think
he's perfect in short spurts.
Yeah. He still brings that energy, right? So absolutely makes sense.
So we had KD, LeBron, and Steph, the Avengers. 2028, they will all be retired. LeBron might be dead by then. He's so old, I don't even know. So what I thought might be fun, we take a look at sort of prospective players for 2028 and US team. So here's a list I've got. At the very bottom, I've got Corey's favorite player for that next generation as well.
Oh, man.
So
I like Fox.
Yeah, I mean, top 6 are the guys who I think will return for will still be around, at least age-wise. AD is 32, I think. So I don't know if he's got another 4 years of high-level basketball, Olympic level by that time. Tatum, Booker, Brown, Edwards, Halliburton, Bam.
Yeah.
Then you're picking out of Banchero, who I really like.
Yeah.
Evan Mobley, I think, is great. He just maybe hasn't had the chance to get the ball in his hands. Maxey, I love. Chet, love. Zion, Ja. I think in terms of like raw talent, they're probably the best 2 prospects in that whole group. Maybe not Anthony Edwards included in that. But when I look at that list, and I'm keen to hear what you guys think, the quality just isn't like
Doesn't
this
jump
team,
out.
like this team,
Yeah.
They might lose.
They
Yeah, that's
They
right.
might not be the best team in 2028.
No.
Yeah.
Bogdanovic is only 32, and everyone else in the Serbia team is 30 or under.
Yeah.
Apparently, France has gone all out to develop over the next 4 years because they want to try and fast track Wemby's ability to compete. Even though I know we all know they made the finals, but I don't think anyone felt they had a legit shot, except maybe Corey's betting account. But in 4 years' time, when Wemby's a full blown alien, I mean he could probably pull it off himself against a squad like this. Joe for the 4 years, insane.
That number one pick this year, who obviously no one even probably knows about because of all the Bronny James hype, is Researcher. I'm probably absolutely butchering his name, but he was picked one by Atlanta, and he's a Frenchie. And then the guy that played for
Adelaide,
Illawarra. Sarr?
Illawarra.
Yeah, Illawarra. Yeah, the same team LaMelo played for, Alex Sarr. So I mean, and I think there was another French guy in the top 10. So 3 French.
There's been 5 French kids in the last 2 NBA drafts in the top 5.
There you go. So imagine them
French are doing something good
with NBA experience and international experience because they're all going to play. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, I remember back in the day playing in France before it was like Tony Parker was in his prime and France was just really kicking off on the basketball scene, and everyone was playing over there, and the facilities, the amount of money the government in France pumps into sport is insane. So I'm not surprised that they're going to be a big player.
Zion and Morant, they could be in jail by then. Who knows? But Zion's lost weight, man. He's looking really good.
Yeah. Are you falling into the trap of Zion Williamson summer meme?
Yeah. Like, the only one worse than him at the Instagram blow up on the off season to Zion is Ben Simmons. He's the guy. Oh, God. But Zion's not far behind. That being said, though, he's really changed since the in-season tournament. Like, I felt that was a moment that really offended him. And everything changed after that. So if that momentum has, in fact, continued through the offseason, like, I don't know about you guys, but I was a massive fan of him coming out of college. We might finally see the Zion that we all hoped for in the first place that never happened. Not in the way that we wanted it to.
Yeah, he is such a unique talent, man. Like not even scratching the surface of what he can be or do in the league. And he was playing like an MVP when he was healthy and out of shape.
Right.
Insane.
Just stay healthy.
Yeah. That New Orleans food is just
the tasty, all those Mardi Gras parties.
NBA players that you would pick for a different Olympic event other than basketball?
Yeah. All right. Yes. This one required some work, actually, some thought.
I'm very prepared.
No, I'm not prepared at all. But I had.
I'm just going off the cuff. Wemby's got to do long jump.
Whoa! Don't give your picks away.
This guy.
I've got my draft board. I'm gonna have to maybe call my GM.
What are we doing? Are we doing like a snake draft to make it fair, or what are we doing?
Well, you're the guys are the guests, so you get to go first. So you guys got to go rock, scissors, paper to see who goes first.
Oh, go for it. Age before beauty. Corey, knock yourself out.
So I'm picking any player in the tournament.
Any player in the NBA.
Yeah.
And you can match them up to any Olympic sport except for basketball that you think that they might be successful.
Okay.
So we're just going one at a time or all three?
Just one at a time, no snake.
Go around. Yeah. Cool.
So we'll get 3 picks each.
Sweet.
Djokovic. And what? Am I picking a player?
Yeah.
Djokovic in the synchronized swimming.
Jokic and synchronized swimming. What the fuck? Why?
Oh my god.
Why?
Your draft is over, dude.
That's your number 1 pick.
I thought.
Oh no, horse riding. I don't know.
I need. Well, you need justification. Is that because you want to see him in trunks? Is that
Some speedos.
all right? If you're wasting your pick on that, that's fine. All right, you're up, Sam.
So there's two that I think are really cool. So I'm gonna go with the one that I think you might pick because I don't want to lose it, which is I think Curry playing golf would be dope.
It's on my board. That's a great pick.
Yes.
Okay.
Is golf
I'm
still
up.
in the Olympics though?
Yeah.
I thought it got removed.
No, just not.
Well, was it this year? I can't believe this has dropped to number 3, but I'm going Ja Morant shooting.
That's nice.
Oh man, you guys came with the funny ones. I was being serious. All right,
I got some serious ones.
I need to get creative here.
All right, Corey, back to you.
Wemby in the pole vault.
That's good. So, do you think he lifted his legs
He
up?
won't need to polish, use his arms.
Depends
He was
how
a
big
step-
his knob is.
What a flex! The guy that was going for the world record and his wiener knocked it off.
Hey,
All right.
you got to do, right?
Back to you. Oh no, Corey, you picked Wemby for high jump.
Pole vault.
Pole vault.
Pole
Pole
vault.
vault.
Oh Jesus. Okay. That would look. I just imagine Wemby doing any like normal like human tasks would look so weird.
It would.
Badminton or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Look like an alien invasion of some sort.
Mhm.
Can we draft the same dude for a different event, or is it once the player's off, he's off the board?
I don't think there's strict rules.
Yeah,
I think you could go for it. Yeah.
I actually thought this was the one that you were gonna say was Ja Morant in the high jump.
Yeah.
Okay.
That kind of makes sense to me.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Yeah.
What's his vertical? 46?
I actually don't know. It seems higher than that, but maybe it is.
Yeah.
It's insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's only 6'4". I thought he was taller.
46. I was right. 46.
Yeah. Maybe
Insane.
I wonder what his reach is too, though, right? Like you combine it with the height, the 46-inch vertical, you combine all three of them and he's jumping over the hoop kind of stuff. So yeah, I just thought a skinny guy who's crazy athletic, with a bit of bounce, he could just train himself how to turn over the next 4 years. I was trying to be like real logical about this. I need to come up with something funny now. I feel like a dick. Yeah,
I'm like, okay, well, I'm next.
Here we go.
I got Draymond Green, Taekwondo.
Wrestling.
You watch him get his ass kicked? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
It's
he's kicked
wrestling.
a few guys in the nuts now.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
He could do wrestling as well. I didn't think of that.
Oh, okay.
This is your last pick. Your first two have been atrocious, so you might want to
Put some thought into it.
a late first rounder that might have a late blossom like D Wade or something like that.
I need some more time. You go, Sammy.
Yeah, okay. So this one I actually had to do a little bit of homework on, which I was pretty stoked with the answer that I came up with. So Jalen Suggs is a bit of a nutcase, right? I was thinking him in flag football somewhere in South Central LA would be off the hook in 28.
Is flag football going to be in the Olympics?
It's going to be in it, man.
Wow.
And he seems like that kind of a dude, you know, like it'd be mad to watch.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Corey, do you want to jump back in or are you tapping out?
I'm out, man. My team sucks.
Okay. Well, I've got a couple more. I'll just go with my draft board and I've got a couple honorable mentions. Nikola Jokic for the
Equestrian.
dressage equestrian individual Grand Prix.
All right, he's going to need a couple of horses to carry him. Not one.
Poor horse.
Yeah, he's going to just have 2 horses. I had Russell Westbrook breaking.
Breakdancing.
I feel like he did all that dumb pre-game stuff with the little point guard that signed for Phoenix. What was his name? Oh man, I couldn't stand that. I'm surprised you missed out on this one, Corey. I had LeBron James for the men's 50-meter diving.
Nice.
Anyway, shout out Chase Budinger. He played for the USA volleyball team after being
excuse me,
a pretty good NBA player as well.
He was awesome. Well, how did he go on the beach volleyball? Hey, just quickly, what do you think about the 4-point line?
I'm in. I'm all in. I've been in.
You were just
waiting for this shit.
You just camp there, Sam, and just stay there.
Yeah, exactly. It's less amount of court I have to run, and I get more points for it. It makes sense.
You think it's going to get too confusing for coaching? Like you'll be like, all right, we're down by. Is this a one possession game? Is this a 2 possession game?
Quote of this is going to be another math problem. Yeah, I can see. I can see it. It's not going to happen. I don't feel like it's part of basketball, man. But of course, being the way that I like to play, I'm all for it if it happens. But I don't think it should.
It's in the Big 3 league, and it's pretty cool because you can just launch whenever you want. I don't think that's good for the NBA, but I think having specific moments of the game where you're allowed to shoot the 4-pointer, like 10 seconds left in a quarter, go nuts.
One of the things I love is like the history of the game and how you can compare errors and compare statistics and stuff. I think when you make such a big, significant rule change like that, you're going to kill like records and stuff like that. I just think it's too drastic, you know?
Maybe not.
Can you imagine how long it would take like Brisbane basketball courts to incorporate a 4-point line?